Hello, my name is Coro and welcome to my vacation video, beach episode, whatever you want to call it. I think it's more of a rant video now that I think about it. I didn't write that down, but yeah, this is more of a rant video of me talking about stuff while there's, what's it called? Background footage of just me messing around in the beach, and this is all my footage, by the way. This is real Coro 27 cinematography, and I'd appreciate some feedback on the camera angles and stuff like that. So, as you've probably noticed, the format of this video is kind of strange. I've decided to not really focus on giving super omega important commentary on what's happening in the background, because I thought about it, but then I realized that if I tried to do that, there would be no video that would come out. There just wouldn't be, because I'm far too lazy. So I decided on what I'm doing right now. So let's begin about. I'll cut now to my rant, but before I do, actually, I have written here that I have to remember that, so with that, actually, before that, subscribe. There's a high chance you're seeing this because the For You page YouTube gods have recommended me to you, and let me tell you, interacting with small content creators like me is something I really appreciate, and I think is awesome. And then I put in parenthesis, God, that sounds pretentious. And it does sound pretentious. Also, I don't think appreciate... So I'd like to start this video by saying that I don't really want to tell the world where I was exactly, or what places I went to exactly and stuff like that. I love my fans, right? I love you people. You guys are the best, and you're the whole reason I've even started making videos like these. Especially you, Violet. Shout out. But it's just... I can't get rid of that feeling that one day someone is going to just show up in front of my parents' house and do what Bosch from Street Fighter 6 tries to do to JP. That's way too dark. Why did I write that? Anyways, with that said, I will flex that I was traveling all the way from the US of A, New York, to the Canary Islands. Did I say that right? And it was awesome. You guys, it's surprisingly, life there is surprisingly cheap. I know the flights there are not cheap at all, but if you want to go there and you don't mind some cockroaches, it's fine. Scripts for videos is hard. Don't leave, please. So I asked my Discord, what's a good talking point for a YouTube video about rants? And this good bud of mine called Snotpick, absolute Roblox legend, and has a channel which I'll link down below, gave me the idea to talk about robot main character movies. This lit up my brain like a light bulb and reminded me of all the movies I've seen recently. The newest Transformer movie, for example. Let me just share my constructive criticism for that movie. It sucks. It's horrible. Absolutely worthless. I hated it so much, man. These rocks on screen are more interesting than this movie. It was crazy. The worst part is that I've heard a lot of hype about it because people were saying, "Oh, it's gonna fix all the dodgy, horrible shots that are shaky and the constant cutting to other scenes and how you can't understand anything." But it's so bad. There's so many things that just don't appeal, and it's boring, and it makes me want to fall asleep. The characters are so bland. The main guy, Optimus Prime, the guy we all love, is still just because this is pretty early in the story, I think. He's still just an annoying brat for some reason, and then the human main characters I just don't care about for the 90th time in these type of movies. That's just Transformers. I will say the one time I was actually excited was when a Kree this one right here appeared on screen, and I won't explain why. I was just very happy, and that's it. I just after a Kree appeared, the hype of that died off, and then I just suffered through the rest of the movie. The next movie I want to talk about doesn't have a robot main character, but I'm not too sure if they're really humans. The movie in itself isn't really complex, and it's not very deep at all, so it doesn't really ask these type of questions. But the movie I'm talking about is Barbie, because are Barbies really human? They're supposed to symbolize humans, but they clearly work by their own type of rules. Or is it just maybe Barbie Land that works by its own rules? So these are the deep questions I ask, and Barbie did not deliver. But I wanted to talk about Barbie because I had such a roller coaster of an experience with Barbie. Because I learned it was going to come out, and I said, I'm going to go see it in a suit as a joke, because I wasn't actually going to show up to Barbie in a suit. And then it got closer, and then so did Oppenheimer. And I was like, oh, wow, they come out the same day or something? That's really cool. And then I went to watch Oppenheimer in Barbie-type clothings, which you've seen, and these ones, I'm referring to these ones. And then 2 days later, I was given the chance to watch Barbie. And I was like, you know what? You only live once. And apparently this movie is going to be good because it's Barbie. And everyone seems to like it. So I decided to actually show up in a suit. And boy, was it cringe. But boy, did I just feel like I was just formal. I mean, it's a suit. It's you don't look bad in a suit. You're just in a suit, I realized. I don't really wear suits that often. So it felt weird at first. But then I realized, hey, I'm just really well dressed. That's it. I'm not wearing a costume. I'm just really well dressed. And then I started watching Barbie. And what a strange movie. I didn't like it that much. I did not like it that much. I thought Ken was a character who deserved more space to grow as a character and wasn't given it because the focus of this movie was being overly feminist. And yes, I feel like Barbie was overly feminist. It wasn't as annoying as other movies like Wonder Woman 1997 or one like those type of movies, but it still felt like it was saying, oh, women are strong, independent, and they're the best, and men are dumb rock goblins that are cavemen and only can bang rocks and be big people at companies and do nothing. And I mean, it's just that part made me cringe pretty bad. But at the same time, I kind of lost a little bit of hope for humanity in that movie, because while I was watching Barbie, and there was this one part which was a speech about how being a woman is a paradox. You can't live as a woman. You need to do this, but you also have to do something backward. You can't be too smart, or else you'll be called a nerd and ugly, and people won't like you. But you have to be able to act dumb enough to still hold a conversation. It's right, and I guess that's good. If that was my first time watching a feminist speech in that type of movie, I would have loved it. But this one, it's not the first one. It's like the 8th one in these type of movies. I saw in front of me 5 teenage girls my age who were on their phones texting guys on Instagram while this woman was speaking. And then they were just like, one of them started a call while she was in the middle of the speech. And it just blew my mind, because it was like, what do people, I mean, I respect it because I can understand, but like, come on, no? That's like, even I would never do that. But apart from that, pretty good movie, very simple movie. I've heard a lot of opinions on it. A lot of people love it. A lot of people think it's dumb feminist garbage. When I say feminist, I mean in like the modern, overly feminist that nobody likes. That's like all men should die and men should have no say on anything that a mother has to do, and men should never have the right to keep their children. The woman is the one that deserves it. Like that stuff. I don't want to get political. I'm sorry, but it's just it's hard not to get political with Barbie because it is a political movie, and I enjoyed the dumb fun of it. It was a dumb fun movie, and I enjoyed the dumbness of just, hey, it's Barbie in real life. But I do think it was kind of blemished by some of what I mentioned. Really good acting. Margaret Robbie sometimes felt kinda unlikable, and but Ken was amazing. I still feel like it's kind of dumb to be like, oh yeah, we don't like sexism, but at the same time we're gonna create a world in the Barbie land where instead of men oppressing women, it's women oppressing men, and that's fine. Because that's kind of what I received by the end. They're like, oh yeah, Ken, so you can go back to being stupid, idiot babies that live only to serve us Barbies. But hey, that's just my opinion. Wow, this was long. I'm so sorry. Just a little thing I want to say about Oppenheimer. It's goddamn amazing. I loved it. Really good movie. There was that one scene when they're celebrating the bomb, and the Oppenheimer, the main character, starts like having like, holy shit, what did I just do? I just committed a war crime. Oh my god, I'm a monster. And that scene was amazing. I loved it. Okay, well, I'm looking at the recording right now, and that Barbie rant was like 6 minutes 28 seconds, and I think I'm gonna end it here. This video was a mess, I'm not gonna lie to you. I was gonna write a whole script thing, but then I got too passionate about Barbie, I guess. So yeah, that's gonna be all. Thank you so much for watching. It's insane to me that you're hearing this, by the way. Like, how are you here? Like, there's this video was definitely put as background noise, and thank you so much for giving me the honor of being background noise. I really do appreciate it. And with that, I hope everyone that's watching I'm gonna cut that. I hope that everyone that is watching this has a great day, and I'll see you in a stream soon, or in the video that I'm gonna post about the Ram Lethal new move.